Hello everybody. Today we're talking about the difference between a census and a sample. The difference between a census and a sample is that a census surveys everybody. So if I'm going to do, like what happened last year, if I'm going to do a census of all Australians, well then I need to get information from every single Australian. Otherwise it's not a census. If I miss out on every individual, then I'm not doing a complete census in Australia. Whereas, that's fine if you're a government which has lots of money. But if I want to find out information about Australians, I can't find every single Australian. So what I would do is I would get a sample of people that represent Australians. And hopefully, if my sample's good enough, it would give similar results to what you would get in a census. Now, what's the difference between the two? Why would I choose a census over a sample? Well, a sample surveys a representative group and provides an estimate. So you're never sure with a sample. You can only assume, because your sample is a representation of the population, you can only assume that that information is correct. And they're usually simple and not expensive. However, a census is categorically the whole population gives its information, and therefore you are sure what the information that you get is correct. However, they're usually quite expensive and quite complex. And they're not often done. Unless you've got a small group of items that you're looking at, censuses are very rarely done because they're hard to do. Usually samples are done. And so there are actually different types of sampling techniques that we can use. Namely, the ones that we look at are simple random samples, systematic samples, and stratified samples. Now, the easiest of the lot is a simple random sample, where each member of the sample is chosen randomly. So if I was going to choose students in a school, I would just choose some names out of the roll, and it didn't matter what grade they were in, it wouldn't matter how old, what sex, anything. They're just randomly chosen. Alternatively, I can use a systematic sample, where I could choose one person and then at regular intervals choose the next, and then another regular interval to the next. So this is really, really good for production lines, because what they can do is a systematic sample of all the things that they produce. If it's, in this case, let's say light bulbs, every 1,000th light bulb in the production line gets tested. And this is basically a really good thing where everything's the same and you're churning through a large number. Alternatively, stratified samples are the most complicated type of sample, where the number chosen from each group is proportional to the number in each group. So, in this case, if there are 1,000 people attending a concert, 400 males and 600 females, the survey that I would get would be 40% male and 60% female, in order to represent the numbers of people, or the proportion of males and females in the greater group. So if I had, for example, 200 people in each year group from year 7 to 10, and I wanted to take a survey of 120 people, I would have 20 people from each year group in my survey. Okie dokie.